Penguin Audio presents Bookplate Special by Lorna Barrett, read by Cassandra Campbell. Chapter 1. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house right now. Tricia Miles had always considered annoying fixtures to be expendable, like the stainless steel sink in her last home. The key to a clean kitchen was a clean sink. Water spots became the bane of her existence. So, without a hint of remorse, she'd had the sink replaced with a white porcelain one that came clean with a little bleach and very little effort. Other fixtures in her life weren't quite so easily taken care of. For instance, Pammy Fredericks, her college roommate. Pammy had arrived 2 weeks before to stay the weekend and had since taken over Tricia's living room and her life. That was about to end. In fact, while Pammy was taking the first of her twice-daily 40-minute showers, Tricia had packed one of her suitcases and placed it in the dumbwaiter at the end of her loft apartment over her mystery bookstore, haven't got a clue, in the picturesque little village of Stoneham, New Hampshire, also known as Booktown. By the time the water stopped running, Tricia had gulped down 2 cups of black coffee and rehearsed her speech at least a dozen times, with as many inflections. The bathroom door opened and Pammy appeared, wearing Tricia's robe, which was at least 3 sizes too small for her, underwear, and a grubby once-white t-shirt. A wet towel hung around her neck, and her damp shoulder-length bleach-blonde hair fell in stringy clumps around her face. "Any coffee in the pot?" she called. "No," Tricia answered, and forced herself to unclench her fists. Her nails had dug into her palms. "Why don't you make some more while I go grab some clothes?" Pammy said, evidently missing Tricia's clipped tone, and headed for the living room. "Pammy, we need to talk," Tricia said. Pammy halted, though not because of Tricia's words. She took in the now tidy living room, which had been cluttered with her possessions before she'd hit the shower. "Hey, where's all my stuff?" "I packed it. Pammy, it's time for you to go," Tricia said succinctly. Pammy turned, her mouth hanging open in shock. "But why? I thought we were having fun." "We had fun the night you arrived. Since then, you've had fun. You have lain around my home, annoyed my cat, and interfered with my employees and my customers. It's time for you to go. I cooked you several delicious gourmet meals, supplied the food and everything. You said you enjoyed them." "Yes, I did. Thank you." "What about that box of books I gave you for your store? Haven't I always looked for books for you?" "It was very generous of you, but they're not really what I carry." Pammy's expression darkened. "If this is about what happened yesterday, I told you I was sorry," she said defensively. Saying I'm sorry wouldn't have helped if the coffee she'd spilled on a customer's foot had been hot, which would have netted Tricia one nice fat lawsuit. As it was, it had cost her $100 to pacify the woman and replace her coffee-stained leather shoes. Next up, getting the carpet shampooed. But that wasn't the worst. Tricia crossed her arms over her chest. She was through giving hints. "Pammy, I know about the check." Pammy blinked. "Check?" "Yes, the one you stole out of my checkbook and wrote to yourself for $100. Pammy laughed nervously. "Oh, that check. Well, you weren't around, and you've been such a generous hostess that I figured—" "You figured wrong." Pammy didn't apologize. In fact, she just stood there, her expression blank. "Besides, 2 weeks is too long for a drop-in visit. It's time for you to move on." "But I don't have anywhere to go," Pammy protested. "You have family in the next county." "But I hate them, and they all hate me. You know that," she accused. After sharing digs with Pammy once again, Tricia could well understand why the woman's family might not want her around.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?